place, right time. Jeff Thomas.
It's July 4th in Washington, D.C., the biggest fireworks display. I'm on the subway heading towards the Washington Monument to watch the fireworks, then afterwards attend the Air Force Ball. Two drunken GIs sitting on the opposite side of me were harassing a young woman. Hey, babe, come home with me tonight. And I could tell she was trying not to pay any attention to them. And she was scared. And they kept harassing her. And I could tell she was getting very uncomfortable with the situation. Madam Contest Master, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Do you ever get this intercall that says, do something? Do it now. The other passengers on the subway got up and started moving. And one of the GIs saw me looking at him. He says, what are you looking at for us? The funny thing is, he was wearing glasses too. I said, just stop it, leave her alone. It's amazing what little intervention can do. They stopped harassing her and started to harass me. They said, we're gonna tear you to pieces, man. Tear me to pieces? And I stood up. Do you know who I am? Because I used to do a little wrestling for the Air Force. Then they stood up. And they were the two biggest men. As they walked towards me, I says, I'm going to teach you a thing about manners and respect. If I didn't have to get off the station right now. You're lucky. You're lucky. As we pulled up to the subway, she and I got off and stood on the platform and waited for the next train. Fellow Toastmasters, I've never been so afraid. I was thinking, maybe I should mind my own business. But I thought, if not me, then who? As I waited on the platform, a group of young women came down, and they were having a good time, laughing, kidding around with each other. They were quite drunk. One of the women dropped her shoe on the track. And before anybody could do anything about it, she jumped down to get it. And I was thinking, oh my God, that's dangerous. And she was trying to get back up, and I said, we need to contact security. And the other woman says, you can't wait, the train is coming. You got to pull her up. So I tried to pull her up. She was a big girl. And they kept telling me, come on, please help her up. And I knew the only way for me to get her up was to go down the track and push her up. So I got down the track and I started to push and push. She was a big, hefty woman. And she got her hold of the platform, and then the other women grabbed and pulled her up. And they were celebrating, having a good time, forgetting I was still down there. And I was saying, can someone please help me? Well, they all decided on one thing, contact security. And I was thinking, the train's coming. I could hear the train coming. And I started to panic. And everything starts in slow motion. I was grabbing for the platform. And this woman that came down from the platform reached down and grabbed me from the track and started pulling. And while she was pulling me, other people saw what she was doing, and they came over and helped. And they pulled me up, and I grabbed hold of the platform, got up on the platform, hit by the train. And I hugged her, and I said, thank you, you saved my life. Seeing what must have been her husband next to her, I hugged him too. Thank you. I was grateful. She saw I needed help and did something about it. When you want to help someone, reach your hand out and accept that arm and cherish it. I finally made it to the Air Force Ball. It was one of those fancy military balls with the guys wearing their military tuxedos and the women with their long evening gowns. I was one of the volunteer helpers for that night, setting everything up on the stage. While I was up on the stage, I could see how much fun people were having. Later on that night, as everyone was pairing up for the slow song, I noticed this woman, way in the back. She was all by herself. I could tell she looked sad and lonely and out of place. And I was thinking, maybe I should go over and then I remember, it's not me, then who? As I walked over to her, I said, Would you mind dancing with a man that doesn't have a partner? She looked up and shook her head. No. I said, come on. Come on, it's going to be fun. Please. The name of the song that was playing was You Look Wonderful Tonight. And as we slow danced, she looked tense and very self-conscious. And I said, hey, all the women in the room tonight shine because they came dressed up. But you're special. You're very special. You shine within. You look wonderful tonight. As the song finished, she started sobbing, and tears running down her cheeks. She said, my husband and I used to dance to this song. Unfortunately, he was killed in a military plane crash. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me for what I had, not for what I lost. And for the first time that night, the very first time, I saw that lady smile. A small act can make a big difference to people. Whether it's showing somebody that you care, to really saving a person's life. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, we can all bring a peace, a true love and humanity in this world. Just remember, you can be that right person in the right place at the right time.